Let's begin. And take a few breaths here in Tadasana, standing in mountain pose. And just feel the energy from your feet go up to the crown of your head. And inhale, circle your arms up. And exhale, down to a forward fold. Your hands are going to be on the outside of your feet. Drop the head heavy. Step or jump back. And exhale to Chaturanga. Inhale, lift your hips up. Bring yourself back to downward facing dog. Step or jump forward. Give yourself a few seconds here. Inhale, circle your arms up. Exhale, forward fold down. Step back one leg at a time. Chaturanga, and let's lift on up to downward facing dog again. I'm just going to practice a few sun salutations, or variation of sun salutations, before we do a little bit more yin. It's a great way to wake the body up, energize the body. Inhale, circle your arms up. Exhale, forward fold down. Inhale, come up halfway. And then as you exhale, let's drop into Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, bring your hands on the outside of your feet. Step one leg back and go into Chaturanga. Inhale, lift up through your heart. Tuck your toes and slowly transition yourself from tabletop to downward facing dog. And you can pedal out your feet here if it feels all right. Walk in the dog. Waking up the muscles in the back. Inhale, lift one leg up. Lift your right leg up. And as you exhale, drive that foot through the middle of your hands. Transition yourself into Warrior Two with the back heel coming down. Exhale, let's transition to Warrior One, or you can lift your heel up for a high lunge if that feels a little bit more comfortable. Cartwheel your hands down, step the leg in the front to the back. Exhale as you go into Chaturanga. Inhale to lift up to Cobra or downward or upward facing dog. And exhale as you transition from tabletop to downward facing dog. Going at your own pace. Inhale, lift your left leg up. And as you exhale, drive it on through to the middle of your hands. Gently place the back heel down about at a 45-degree angle for Warrior Two, making sure the heels are lined up. Or you can lift that back heel up if it feels better. And then exhale as you go into Warrior One. Few breaths here. Core is in, back is strong, and spine is long. Exhale as you cartwheel your hands to the mat. Step the front leg back and let's go into a Chaturanga. Inhale, come up to Cobra. Tuck your toes and lift yourself on up to Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. You can bend the legs here at downward facing dog if it feels a little bit better on your hamstrings, just depending on how tight it feels. Or you can go back and forth with it. You can pedal the legs, just going and feeling what feels right for you. Step one leg in at a time or jump forward, and let's sway side to side in ragdoll, keeping that forward bend. Take a big inhale, and as you exhale, slowly roll yourself up, keeping your back rounded and slowly straightening out the spine. Palms are facing forward, feeling that energy, feeling the warmth that you had just created. Inhale, circle your arms up. Exhale, forward fold down. Inhale to come up halfway. And on an exhale, step your right leg back into crescent lunge or low lunge. The front knee will be on top of your ankle, just so that we're staying aligned, just so that we can avoid the knee from going over your toes. You can always take it to a high lunge if it feels a little bit comfortable. Cartwheel your hands down outside the front foot and step the front foot to the back. And exhale into striking cobra. We're doing different variations of the sun salutation. Tuck your toes. Big inhale, and as you exhale, we're going to lift up to downward facing dog. And pedal out your feet if it feels all right. Step or jump forward. Inhale to circle your arms up, and exhale to bring them at your sides. Begin rolling your shoulders on an inhale. Exhale to bring them down and back behind you. Inhale to roll them up. Exhale to bring them down and behind. Inhale, circle your arms up. Have a slight arch in the back for upward salute. That feels all right. Exhale, bringing your hands at the sides. Inhale to come up halfway. Step or jump back, and then slowly bring yourself to the plank pose, just making sure your hands are underneath your shoulders. Bring yourself to downward facing dog. You can even go back and forth from downward facing dog to plank if that feels nice. You can pause the video and do a few sequences of those between the two. Coming up halfway for that half forward fold. And then we're going to switch to the other side as we exhale. So bring your left leg back. Inhale to lift your arms up. Check in with your front leg to see if the knee is on top of the ankle. Give yourself a few moments here. Feeling that hip flexor on the other side, opening it up. Cartwheel your hands over, step back into plank. Take a big inhale and then gently bring yourself into striking cobra, opening up the chest. Have a nice slight back bend, a nice gentle back bend. Big inhale and exhale as you bring yourself back into downward facing dog. Jump or step forward. Inhale to circle your arms up. Exhale as you bring them at your sides. Begin rolling your shoulders. Inhale to bring them up towards your ears. Exhale to bring them down and back, opening up your chest, opening up your heart, and squeezing into your back. Inhale, circle your arms up. Exhale, forward fold down. Inhale to come up halfway. Exhale as you step or jump back. Take your time and then go into downward facing dog. Step or jump forward. Inhale to circle your arms up, and then exhale to come on down. In this forward fold, you're welcome to sway side to side, or you can just keep it neutral without the movement. Take a big inhale, and as you exhale, gently roll yourself up, keeping the back rounded. And begin rolling your shoulders in the other direction. So inhale to roll them up, exhale to bring them forward and down. Inhale, circle your arms up. Exhale and bring your hands to prayer mudra and go into a twist. Twisting in one direction. Just a lot like life. Sometimes we go backwards and forward, but we're just twisting to the sides. Inhale to circle it up again. Exhale to bring it center and twist to the other side. Finding that balance. Coming right back into center. Exhale to bring your chin down. Inhale to lift the chin up. Exhale, side to side. Neutral, then twist it from side to side. Loosening up the neck a little bit. And when that's cross your right foot over your left, you're going to inhale to circle your arms up. Exhale to forward fold down. And feel a nice stretch behind the legs. And then let's switch to the other side. So you're going to bring the left right over your right. Still keep that forward fold. And then let's switch to the other side, but keep the legs crossed over so that we are in Sukhasana or easy pose. I'm just going to come up here so that I can change the angle of the camera. Don't mind my morning face. And let's bring the soles of our feet together. So sitting up nice and tall. And find that sweet spot. Decide if you want to keep the heels close to the zipper line or if you want to go further out. Every day is different. Sometimes I have it further out and sometimes I have it a little bit more in towards the center. But this is a good transition going into a more of a yin practice. So let's recenter ourselves here and set our intentions. Inhale, lift up your hands and then keep the chest lifted. You can bring the hands behind you, that will help keep the chest lifted, or you can bring them in front of you. And then just hinge from your waist and then allow your body to fall naturally without forcing it. And then as we continue holding this posture, decide if you want to keep the butterfly posture the way it is now, or if you want to move your feet a little bit further away or bringing it closer, just allowing your knees to fall naturally to the mat. Take a big inhale, bring yourself closer and allow your knees to fall closer to the mat. That feels all right. And gently roll yourself up as you exhale. And then gently bring your feet crossed over into Sukhasana again. And that's just going to help you transition yourself into tabletop using your legs and your abs and your arms. And set yourself up for tabletop so we can do a few cat and cow sequences. And then exhale, you're going to draw your chin down to your collarbone and round your back and go into cat pose. Drawing your belly in. Inhale, go up into cow, dropping your shoulders down and lifting up through your chest. Exhale as you go into cat, and then as you inhale, go into cow, but go at your own pace. It's not a race. Just go and see how it feels with your body at the moment. And finding your rhythm, finding your breath. And then we're getting ready to do a few rolls. So let's do a few more of the cat and cows, back and forth. And then begin rolling in one direction. So you're still going to exhale into cat and inhale into cow. But we're just going to roll ourselves in one direction. And then begin going in the opposite direction. So still keeping that rhythm. Exhale into cat, inhale into cow. And bring yourself back to neutral. Take a big inhale, lift your right arm, and as you exhale, weave it through between your left arm and your left leg. You can extend the left arm right above your head, or you can bring it around your back. It's different variations of threading the needle. And then you're going to place the hand that's on your back or extend it on over your head right next to you. So you're going right back into tabletop. Exhale into cat and inhale into cow. Do as many rounds as you need. And then when you're ready, inhale to bring your left arm out to the side. And as you exhale, weave it through between your right arm and your right leg. Extending out the right hand above your head, or you can bring it right behind you as you cross it over the back. And let's place your right hand right next to the face so you can easily transition yourself back to tabletop. We're going to begin rolling into cat and cow. So exhale into cat, inhale into cow. Rolling in that one direction and go as many times as you need to. I'm doing about 5 here. And then let's go into the other side. Bring your big toes together, and then you're going to exhale as you bring your bum down to the heels of your feet. Extend your arms out as much as you can into extended child's pose, Utthita Balasana. Exhale as you come into tabletop, and then place your right foot on the outside of your right hand. Extend your left leg right behind you as much as you can for dragon pose or lizard pose, but for the sake of yin, this was dragon pose. You can twist the bottom of your foot up for a variation or dragon C, or you can bring your forearms down or you can keep it here in Dragon A. Making sure we're breathing in and out of our noses. And being patient with ourselves as we go from one posture to the other. It may feel intense, but as long as you're feeling it where it needs to be felt, then just hang on to yourself here and just allow your body to do its thing. Exhale and bring your hips back so that your hip is on top of your knee, and extend out your front leg, but keep your toe pointed. Now you should feel this posture targeting more so the front of your leg. And then let's flex our foot here. So the sensation will change, and it also depends on how tight it is. And this is awesome for those who may suffer from sciatica or hold a lot of tension in the back of the legs. So we're just opening that up and just allowing it to release. Exhale and bring yourself forward to the foot that's flexed. That makes it a nice transition to bring the foot forward, right back into the dragon pose. Dragon C for when your forearms are on the mat. Just a different variation of the dragon pose or lizard. And then just check and see how is it feeling on this side. Do you feel that the hip flexor had loosened up? Do you feel that it's about the same? Take a big inhale and slowly exhale through the nose. Bring the foot in the front behind you so that we're going right back into extended child's pose again. Allow yourself a few breaths here. Coming up on an exhale, and let's bring your left foot out on the outside of your left hand. Extend the right leg as far back behind so you're not directly on the knee. And then feel that hip flexor open up on that side. How does it feel on this side? Do you feel that it's a little bit tighter on your left side? Do you feel that it's a little bit looser? Or wherever you're at in this posture, just tune in and see how it feels and take the oxygen to where it needs to go. Exhale and bring your hips back so that they are aligned or perpendicular from your knee. Keep the front leg pointed. So the front leg is out, toes are pointed down towards the floor. And it's taking that focus from the back leg to the front leg. And then let's flex that foot up. So now we're targeting the back leg of the front leg. We're feeling that deep stretch in the hamstrings, but again, it just depends if it's feeling tight. If it's not, wonderful. As you exhale, bring yourself forward into Dragon A again. And tuning in to see how it feels on this side. Exhale as you bring the front leg to the back. Bring your bum down to the heels for Utthita Balasana, extended child's pose. Allow yourself a few moments here. You can stay here as long as you need to. It's all about regrounding and calming yourself, tuning in. Exhale as you come on up to tabletop. And we're going to do a few kickbacks here. And after those deep postures, we're just loosening them up. And then you're going to bring the right one up again so we can bring it to pigeon pose or Ekapada Kapottanasana. Or in yin practice, better known as the swan, or you can bring it down to sleeping swan. And in this posture, you can have the front leg a little further in. It all just depends on how it feels to you with your body. And sometimes there's different controversy going on with different poses, different asanas, postures, whichever you want to call it or whatever you're more familiar with. But just going by what it feels like for you in your body, not necessarily what it looks like. The look can be ideal, but how does it feel? That's the most important. And slowly bring yourself up and take your time as you switch to the other side. I'm going to do a few kickbacks here. And then we're going to bring that left leg up and then bring it through for the swan on the left side. Gently bring yourself up, and the leg that's behind you, you're going to swing it around for the seated twist or Ardha Matsyendrasana. Inhale as you bring that knee closer, and then you're going to exhale as you twist towards that leg. And then take your time as you switch to the other side. Inhale to bring the knee closer towards the chest, sit up nice and tall. And then exhale as you twist towards that side. And then bring the legs in closer so that you're now in shoelace. And then whichever leg is on the top, you want to bring that same hand on the top. So if your right leg is on top, bring your right arm up. Then bring the left hand behind for Gomukhasana or cow face pose. And then let's lift to the other side. So you're going to switch arms. Inhale to lift it up. Bring your right arm underneath. And then let's take our time as we switch the legs. And gently bring yourself out of that pose and then come towards the center of the mat, or actually scoot yourself towards one side of the mat for Bananasana or banana pose. If you're on your right side, cross your right foot over your left and then cross the right hand underneath the left hand and then go into that side bend as if you're creating a banana. And gently bring yourself from that posture, and then let's switch to the other side. So scoot as far to the other side as possible, cross the left over your right foot. Left hand is to go underneath your right, and then Bananasana to the side. And gently bring yourself to center for Shavasana. And let's practice the equalizer breathing. So you're going to inhale for 4 seconds and then exhale for 8 seconds. So exhale all your air out. And then let's take a big inhale through the nose. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then let's exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Big inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale through your nose and slowly exhale. Returning to your normal breathing, but checking in to see how your body's feeling at this moment versus how it felt in the beginning of today's practice. And checking in with your mind, with your emotional state, and then seeing where else are you carrying that tension. And as you're continuing your breath, take your oxygen to wherever that tension is. Continue relaxing the body. Continue allowing the mind to wander. And stay in Shavasana for however long you need. Just letting everything go at this moment so that you can refuel yourself. I want to thank you for practicing with me today, and I will see you next time. Namaste.